Okay, sit down please. So now, don't write anything. The first request from me is that the first speaker, please write your team name. Write your team name and the position. First speaker, second speaker, third speaker, and then last speaker. Don't do any case building. Don't write anything. Don't do any case building. So the time is not given to you yet. Okay, it's time for case building. 15 minutes from now. 15 minutes.
Gives bad impact to Indonesian stability. This house believes that relocate the capital city gives bad impact to Indonesian stability. 2 minutes left for case building. Okay, 5 minutes left.
Our case building is over. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start the battle between these two teams. Our debate today is between SMAK St Familia versus SMAK St Ignatius Loyola. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right side is the affirmative team from SMAK St Familia Wae. Acting as the first speaker is Yacinta Claudia May. Acting as the second speaker is Aderga Juita Mada Rohani. Acting as the third speaker is Maria Angela Novetri Periti. And the reply speech will be delivered by Aderga Juita Mada Rohani. Ladies and gentlemen, on my left side is the negative team from SMAK St Ignatius Loyola. Acting as the first speaker is Michelle Katarina Justitia Emonai. Acting as the second speaker is Katarina Zoe Labore Anggur. Acting as the third speaker is Maria Yolani Edison. And the reply speech will be delivered by Katarina Zoe Labore Anggur. Ladies and gentlemen, our motto today is that this house believes that relocate the capital city gives bad impact to Indonesian stability. Now, I would like to invite the first speaker from the affirmative team. Please welcome Yacinta Claudia May to take the floor.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable, the adjudicators, moderator, timekeeper, and my beloved negative team, shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a motion about relocating the capital city give bad impact to Indonesian stability. And I, as affirmative team, I go with this motion that the relocated the capital city give a bad impact to Indonesian city. I will give my arguments. Capital is a center of government. Capital as the symbol who can control, can also control the government in national scale. In addition, capital as a central of economic activities. And I have several reasons why I agree with this motion. The first one is see from economic stabilities. The Ministry of Finance present the government's debt rose again in March 2022. That is more than 7,000 trillion. Meanwhile, the cost to relocate the capital is so big. So I think it is not effective if the government relocated the capital, meanwhile the debt is so big. And the second is have impact on ecosystem stability. I ever seen news in various media. They say that science fight in other nation, other country, say that this earth in a few years can be. No, thank you. I will continue my argument. They say that in a few years, the earth can okay.
Thank you. You say that relocated capital city will give bad impact for the earth. But you know, Jakarta have many people there. So I think you are wrong because if the capital city moves to another place, it can fix Jakarta. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the interruption. But I think if the capital move from Jakarta to East Kalimantan, it means that the Kalimantan also have a big bad impact because if in Jakarta have, for example, air pollution, automatically if the capital relocated in Kalimantan, in the future year, the Kalimantan have air pollution too because of overpopulation. Okay, I will continue my argument. So I think the relocated of Indonesian capital is bad for the development of Indonesian ecosystem because Indonesia will lose land and oxygen. That's all from me. Thank you.
The first speaker from affirmative team spent 4 minutes 47 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Yasinta Claudia May, for your presentation. And now I would like to invite the first speaker from the affirmative team. Please welcome Mr. Katrina Yusina.
Thank you for the opportunity that has given to me. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Michelle Katrina Yustisya Mbongnai. You can call me Michelle, and I'm here as the first speaker from negative team. Well, our motion today is this House believes that relocated capital city gives a bad impact to Indonesian stability. But today, our team strongly disagree with this motion. Why do we say that? Because first, reduce unemployment rate. If the capital city moves to another place, Kalimantan, we must renew everything. We must building everything. So we have big project. It means we need many workers, especially local community, so that relocated capital city can reduce unemployment rate. The second is developing Kalimantan itself. If capital city moves to Kalimantan, Kalimantan can develop to good things. And the third is equitable development. You know, there are many people that there are live in Jakarta, so that capital city moves to Kalimantan, people need place to live, people need place to build something, and people need to see surrounding growing up. So, capital city should move to another place. And the third is 212 demonstration. You know, many people in Jakarta always do demonstration. And if capital city moves to Kalimantan, the demonstration will not be. I mean, the defense and security stability will go because there are no people that do 212 demonstration. And the fourth is, in Jakarta, there are 28 million people, and all of the activity of the people can make pollutant. It will give negative impacts to our earth, so that our team strongly that relocated capital city gives a bad impact to Indonesian stability. So today our team strongly disagree with this motion. So according to the statement about, yes please.
Okay, thank you for the chance given to me. I want to rebuttal the argument from the first speaker from the negative team. The first speaker from the negative team said that if relocated the capital city in Kalimantan is now the move, that can give the other people from the Jakarta can demonstrate to.
So according to the statement above, today our team strongly disagree with our motion today that this house believes that relocated capital city gives a bad impact to Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen, this house believes that relocating the capital city give a bad impact to Indonesian stability. That we agree with the motion today because we have any reason that can support our arguments. Number one is to relocate the capital city spend a lot of money. According to the Kompas.com, to relocate the capital in Spain can spend 1 trillion of money when the debt of the Indonesian is more than 7,000 trillion. And then in this stability has many sides, such as number one is economy side. Let's make a priority scale between relocated capital city and economic side. What the more important? In this COVID-19, not only has a healthy or death problem, but also impact in it's so impact in our economic. In this coronavirus, almost people lost their jobs and affect to the percent of economic. And number two is culture side. We can see in Jakarta, they has a lot. They has lost their local culture because of the outside event, like the culture of Betawi culture, like lenong, yeah, like and then yeah, like ondel-ondel, and it can also happen to the East Kalimantan. That we know that Kalimantan has a culture, has a Dayak culture. If someday Kalimantan, sure.
Here, please. Thank you. I want to ask you, in the economic side, you say if a government should move a capital to the East Kalimantan, there needs a lot of money. And I want to ask you this question: did you think that if you move a capital, it don't have a lot of money? Thank you.
Okay. According to our data from the Kompas.com, to relocate the capital, to relocate the capital the city spend 5.1 trillion of money. even the debt of the Indonesian is never we see that more than 5,000 trillion is that can we pay. Okay, I will continue my arguments. Yeah, Betawi culture. That we know that Kalimantan have a Dayak culture. Someday Kalimantan affected by outside effect, our country lost the one of the culture. That's all for me, and thank you.
The second speaker from affirmative team spent 3 minutes 58 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Elder Juita, for your presentation. And now, I would like to invite the second speaker of the negative team. Please welcome Katarina Zoe Labore Anggoro.
Good afternoon for all of us, the honorable judges, the honorable teachers, and respectable to all my beloved friends. Once again, good afternoon for all of you. Before I start to point out my argument, I want to rebut the argument from first speaker from the affirmative team. You say that from the economic side, or stabilize it, and you say that from the economic side and stabilize it, and for that you say that none, and I think it's a big amount and can impact to give increase for the income and can use to build something like industry, and it can help people in Kalimantan. And I want to rebut the second speaker said, why you say the relocated of capital city bad for culture? Even they can sell their culture or show their culture for the world. So our motion today is relocated capital city gives bad impact to Indonesian stability. And I want to say that I disagree with this motion today. First of all, I want to say that I agree with my first speaker said in her argument before. Relocated capital city is not bad for Indonesian stability, but it can give the positive impact. The positive impact from relocated capital city is can reduce unemployment rate. Because if the capital city move to another place, it means there are so many unemployment. There are so many employment. The good effect if the capital city relocate is can equitable development. The development is not just in Jakarta, but also equitable to small place. All we know that in Jakarta, there are so many population. No thanks. And there are so many development in there. So, there is no balance either population and the development in Jakarta. Yes, please.
Okay. The second speaker said that don't give relocated capital city don't give a negative impact. So how about if capital city move to the East Kalimantan? It's mean that the problem that has from the Jakarta or move to the East Kalimantan, like air pollution, the economic, and then the social harassment, and then the over of the population. That's all.
Oh, okay. Thank you. But are you sure if the capital city is still in Jakarta, it can help the problem in Jakarta? Thank you. I think that's all about my argument in this debate. Thank you for your nice attention and your attention.
The second speaker from negative team spent 3 minutes 25 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you. Catherine, for your speech. And now I would like to invite the third speaker from the affirmative team, Maria Angela Nobel Tree Breeding. Please take the floor.
Okay, thank you for the chance given to me. Before I give my argument, I want to rebut on the first speaker from the negative team. You say that if the relocated capital city is not moved to the Kalimantan, it can make the people who live in Jakarta demonstration to government, right? But I think if the relocated city move in Jakarta, it can make this demonstration from the Kalimantan people. They say the government, if the Jakarta move in the Kalimantan, this means the people from Jakarta, like there's so many people in the Kalimantan, and it can make the air pollution. Okay, I will give my argument. Me and the affirmative team agree with this motion. Why I say that? Because if the relocated city move in Kalimantan, it can give negative impact for Indonesian stability. The first is seen from economic stability. As we know that the Indonesian country have a debate to other country. It's like the 501, like 7 more trillion, and relocated the capital city is a need 501 trillion. That is mean is I say that the government must give their priority, that they must to give their money to their other country they have the day. The second is to relocate the capital city, spend a lot of money according to the Compass.com. To relocate the capital city, spend No, thank you. I will continue my argument. 501 trillion of money when the debt of the Indonesian is more than 7,000 trillion. Yes, please.
Oh, okay. I want to ask you. You said the demonstration and invitation will move to Kalimantan too. How do you measure it? Thank you.
Okay. I said to the negative team, if the Jakarta move in the Kalimantan, it can make the people of Kalimantan is demonstration to the government. Why I say that? Because they are saying, why the Jakarta people move? Why the Jakarta move in the Kalimantan? We are asking together. The Kalimantan is look of Indonesia. So when we move the Jakarta to Kalimantan, that is mean we give the negative impact or the impact to look Indonesia. I will continue my argument. Instability has so many sides such as economic side. Let's make a priority scale between relocate, capital, city, and economic side. What the more important? In this COVID-19, not only has a health and diet, but also impact in the economic side.
please.
No, thank you. I will continue my argument. The second point is culture side. We can see in Jakarta, no thank and it's so heavy to the East Kalimantan. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
The third speaker from affirmative team spent 3 minutes 41 seconds. Thank you.
Give a big applause to the first speaker from the affirmative team. And now I would like to invite the third speaker from the affirmative team. Please welcome Maria Yolani Edison.
The Honorable, the educators, the Honorable, the committee, the Honorable, all the teachers, and all of my friends, and the Honorable of my partner, who is the amazing partner, and the Honorable of the affirmative team. I'm as the third speaker. My name is Maria Yolani Edison, and just call me Yolan. And our mission today is, this house believes that relocating the capital city gives a bad impact for Indonesian stability. And our team totally disagree with this motion. 1 point. And for the third speaker from the negative team, you answered the POI from my friends, and I want to say that if capital city is moved, that you say people in Jakarta it's not same like people in Kalimantan. But are you sure, especially for the local community, but are you sure that the local community move to the Kalimantan too? They don't think about it. People in Jakarta, they don't think to move to the Kalimantan. They have a comfortable situation in their city. Okay. And I would like to give my opinion about this. First, from the population, we know that Jakarta is the highest, mostly have many people, and in the Asia, Jakarta is the second, no thank you, rank the biggest population and have a large area is 61, no thank you, 0.5 kilometer, and the population is 28 million people. And the second is, we know that a population can have an impact to the capital city. Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. I want to rebuttal your answer, your statement about that we argument or we answer that you're from your statement from the negative team. I think you don't understand what I mean. Why I say that? Because from the third speaker, that's me. I don't say that the Jakarta people is not like the Kalimantan people. I say that if the Jakarta move in the Kalimantan, that's like the Kalimantan people demonstration to government. I don't say that the Jakarta people don't like the Kalimantan people.
Thank you for your comment. But my team here that we can conclude that Jakarta people can demonstrate to the government in their city. So let me continue. And the second is, we know that a population can have an impact to the capital city. If we see the Kalimantan, especially in the East Kalimantan, has a little population than Jakarta. And this is the data according to BPS Kalimantan Timur or East Kalimantan. Okay? And it means that in Kalimantan have a large area, but have not a huge of enough people. But in Jakarta have a huge people, but don't have a large area. And it can one way that Insinyur Joko Widodo want to do a capital city to move for East Kalimantan. It's the second point. And the third point is, we can see that in Jakarta have a big population. So that what I said, they have a 28 million population. So it cannot have a place or space to live. In Jakarta, there has no space to live or to stay and to build an industry or company. And the dangerous fact is in the future, Jakarta is king because land of Jakarta is decreasing than in Kalimantan. Why? Because in Kalimantan have so many forests, that can make a Kalimantan cannot make Kalimantan is skinny like Jakarta. And the fourth point is, when the capital city is moved to the East Kalimantan, this can make them to work. We can see in Jakarta. In fact, in Jakarta there are so many unemployment. And if they go to East Kalimantan, they can work in there because in there have an industry to absorb many people to work from the local community or from the different country. They can work in the East Kalimantan. And that's all my argument. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Maria Yolanda with very spirited performance to this debate. So give applause to Maria Yolanda. Well, each speaker has already done their turn, and now is the round for the reply speech. As usual, the reply speech firstly given to the negative team. So, I will welcome Catherine to do the reply speech.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, and from our argument from the negative team, from the first speaker, I as the second speaker and the third speaker, I will conclude our argument in this afternoon in this debate. First, if the capital city moves to another place, it means our country can decrease unemployment. If the capital city moves, it means our nation will have big project. Second, if the capital city moves to Kalimantan, it can equitable development. You see, there are many population in Jakarta, and the capital city capital city moves to Kalimantan, it can decrease the population of Jakarta. And the third, people need space to live. People need space to build something, and people need look surrounding growing up. So that the capital city should move to another place. So I think that's all about our reply speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Catherine, for your reply speech. And the next is, and the turn is given to the affirmative team. Please welcome Aderda Juita Rohani.
I'm the reply speaker from our team. And in this occasion, I will restate about the conclusion about our motion today is the relocating of capital city gives bad impact for Indonesian stability. Capital is a central of government. Capital as the symbol to show who can control and also control the government in national scale. In addition, capital as a central of economic activities. And there are several reasons why we strongly agree with the motion today. Number one, because of economic stabilities. To relocate the capital city spend 5,001 trillion of money, and it a lot of money to if we wanna compared to we spend the money to that. And then number two is have impact on ecosystem stability. If the capital have relocated to Kalimantan, it means that Indonesia loses their lungs and oxygen because they will use the forest as the location to build to the new capital. And then the third one is culture site. We can see in Jakarta that has a lot. They lost their local culture because of the outside effect, and it's also happened to its Kalimantan. That we know that Kalimantan have a diet culture. If someday Kalimantan affected by outside effect, our country lost the one of the culture. That's all from me. Thank you.
For these two teams over. So thank you for a great performance from these two teams. Let's again give applause. Please come to the stage, shake hands to your opponents and also to the adjudicators.